3 Cents Podcast is brought to you by Integrity Roofing and Siding. These guys are awesome when it comes to roofing needs, but also siding and renovation. They do gutters. These are year-round issues, and Integrity Roofing and Siding is there for you 24/7 year-round. Need a roofer? Our roofer is Integrity Roofing and Siding, 210-340-7663. 210-340-7663. The official roofing company of 3 Cents Podcast is Integrity Roofing and Siding.
Oh, and Mike Taylor was raising the roof just a moment ago before we came on the air.
Trying to help.
For another 3 Cents Podcast. I hear you, man. Another 3 Cents Podcast presented by Integrity Roofing and Siding. We have made it to the month of December. The last time we were with you was, November 30th, I believe. So here we are in December with Ernie Zuniga, Cleto Rodriguez, Mike Taylor, the great LG, right over here making it all happen. And so, turn the page. Does anybody use a paper calendar still? Do people still turn the page?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, it's in my John.
I got one in my little office, although I haven't flipped it to December yet.
Okay.
I like to write it down.
Right.
I always wait till the second week before I flip it.
I learn by writing it down.
I have to. No,
I keep a lot of notes in my phone.
You have the paper.
Yeah, I'm an old school guy.
I'm with you. I have
stuff
in
down.
my little work area at home. I have several like reporter notepads and Post-it notes and stickies, and I write on the margins and everywhere. That's just kind of how I am.
Yeah. Some of my show notes look like a serial killer.
Well, okay.
You ever seen Eminem's notebook? It's real famous.
I feel
It's
like
like
I've
a ransom note.
He's carried for years. He carries around those old school looking. They're like black and white little notebooks. You don't tear the pages out. They're embedded sheets. Old school black
Okay,
and white.
that is old school. Yeah.
He carries around one of those, and it's just he writes upside down, sideways. He writes in all blocks. He'll write in chicken scratch, but it's just no rhyme or reason.
No.
It looks like a Jackson Pollock painting, and it's just a bunch of his little lyrics and stuff.
And he's just.
And I that's normally how my shows wind up. In the old days of doing that 3-hour radio show.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, I'm like, good God,
Right.
I look like a maniac.
Yeah. No. I
have to write it down.
You should see how many napkins I have with jokes on them.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
A bunch of napkins.
You
with
save.
jokes on
Yeah,
them.
how often do you go back and look through it?
Oh, I got them in a folder. I'd rather than put them on paper. Well, now I just started putting them on. My wife's trying to get me organized. So she's like, come on to the new century. And
Yeah, but you don't want to take away your creativity at the same
and
time.
that's the same
It ain't
thing.
broke.
Because it's something that you're used to, and you're like, this is my method, my way of doing it.
Sure.
Like Eminem, like I'm sure he's not gonna go all up on his phone now because
Yeah, right. For
that
sure.
just goes with it.
A while back, I put a notepad and a pen on my nightstand by my bed because over the years there were so many nights where I'd be laying in bed or I'd dream of something or something would happen. I'd have an idea and I would forget it. I'll just remember it in the morning and I would forget it. And so I started writing down. Of course, my short-term memory fails me anyway. But I'm scribble all over the place.
It was not until about maybe 5 years ago. I'm not kidding you. I would have a folded up piece of paper like this one, full with my to-do list for the week and that day.
I
would keep it in my pocket.
I'm the same way.
And I'd walk around all day, and I would reference that notebook
Yes.
paper all day long. Okay, let me check that off. Isn't there something satisfying about scratching
I
something
love it.
off?
Yes.
When you do,
Yes, there
when you
is.
get a task done.
Yes.
Just,
especially on the honeydew list.
just zoop, zoop.
But then two more things are added to it.
Now, okay, but in the last several years,
You are right,
Full disclosure,
Now that you got
like
time on
I
your
will,
hands.
I will put things on my phone too.
No, I do that
I know
too,
you probably can't. The viewer can't see this, but it's like a guide. But like pressing matters, they get written down.
They get the
Yeah, man.
8.5 by
Yeah, yeah.
11.
This is
Yeah.
like what's coming up. This is today.
But-
Still do it that way.
But Mike brings up a good point because my wife, we have our calendar in sync, I guess, with
on the phone.
on the phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
that thing right there helps me not double book.
Yes. Right.
Because she helps me with my booking. So I'm like, I did that once, and no, I look at it every day, and I put that thing on. We put everything on there: baseball practice, basketball practice, dental appointment, the whole nine.
I never use that. I get confused. I also suck at I suck technologically. I'm not technologically gifted. I'm not mechanically inclined.
Bro, that's
Wait a
your
minute.
That's just me. I mean, I got ripped to shreds this week over a light bulb in my car. You know,
Wait a minute.
I get made fun of at home all the time by Nina because I'm so technologically disenchanted. Last week, she posted a picture of me in my underwear trying to get connected to the show at home, and with him all frustrated and upset with me down the line.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I think I was
That
scrolling and I
unfortunate.
saw, there's Mike Taylor topless again. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes, I did see that.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, that girl decided to. I was just in there trying to
Yeah.
get connected, and she decided. So when I saw her pull the phone out, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. You want a show, baby? You get one. But it's because she gets frustrated and baffled as to how stupid I am when it comes to the stuff on here. I believe in technology. I think AI is good. I think I've talked about this before. But in moderation, like with everything in this world.
Right.
Moderation.
Man,
I'm not
that's-
going to tech up everything I do with my life. And it also takes away from my show creativity when it comes to coming up with topics. So back
Yeah. No, that's,
Anyway.
I'm
I
right
hear
there
you.
with you, Mike. My wife, it frustrates her that I am not technically inclined or I'm not a handyman. Oh my gosh, man. It just bugs her to death that I'm not a handyman. I
I'm
said, you
not
understand,
at
I'm a
all.
creative man.
Creative
I'll create
Are you
stuff.
not even like a let's watch a YouTube video or Google
No,
it handyman? Because
I'm-
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
Because I got tired of hearing that. So, it's like, I'm trying to Google, there's stuff I will not mess around with, like electricity.
No, amen to that.
I'm not messing around with that. Forget that because I shocked myself.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that again. So,
I have a 21-year-old luxury car. I say luxury. It was luxury 21 years ago. Now it's a POS.
In 2002. Okay.
Yeah, I have
okay.
a 2002 Acura, and when it came out, it was sweet. Had all the bells and the whistles, but
Yeah.
it's so old. This thing has a cassette player in it and
wow.
a CD player. They don't work, which is unfortunate. I wish they did. But so the other day, the left bulb in my headlight, my left driver's side headlight bulb went out. Can't be driving around with one headlight. I
No.
don't want to get pulled over.
No, you don't.
So yesterday I had some time on my hands. I was going to go fix the headlight. And I just thought I put on Twitter, hey, Thunderdome, anybody know a good shop where I can get a light bulb fixed? I burned my headlight out. Oh my God, I got trash. You
Oh, yeah.
pee. What a sissy. Fix your own light. Oh, you got to go to a shop?
Yeah.
Oh, where do you get your light fixed? Your garage, loser. I got crushed because I asked about fixing the light. I didn't ask how to do it. I asked where. I'm trying to give some little shop some business.
Some business,
Trying
yes.
to give them some love. I'm a man of the people. I'm
Yes,
trying to
you are.
support the community. I'm trying to also maybe get a hookup. Who knows?
No, I
I
tried
mean-
to replace a bulb one time and I messed it up.
And so look, I replaced a headlight bulb years ago in a car I had 15 years ago,
Yeah.
but this is an old car. It's very high maintenance because it's luxury. And I don't want to mess with it. I'm scared. I don't want to mess with this car.
Right,
It's got bells and whistles. And I was just going to go and get it fixed. And here's an example of the luxuriness of this car. So I went to AutoZone. Well, your car only accepts LED light bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. It was made to just have LED light bulbs. Okay, no problem. How much is it? $104
no,
for one
get outta here.
bulb.
No.
I'm like, nope. So I went down the street to O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor, we've got one in stock. Your car is old, but here it is for $99.95. Are you kidding me? So I went on Amazon and found the light for $28.
$4.
Plus the shipping and the handling and all that, $40. I should have it sitting there when I get home today.
Nice.
But, so I'll have the bulb. But this goes to show you the kind of car I have. It's an old school luxury car, and it's high maintenance. And, of course, the LED lights are $100 at O'Reilly. So I'm going to have the bulb when I get home.
Right.
But I'm still not. I don't want to pop open the thing and put the light. I don't want to switch it myself. LG said he might be able to do it for me. That's fine. I need a decent mechanic who can just do it real. If it's so easy, then prove it. Show me how easy it is.
I've heard
I
they
don't
had-
want to mess
well,
with it.
I've
man.
heard they have mobile mechanics. I've never used one.
that sounds like it's going to be more money.
well, probably.
I'm talking about like Loteria number 9, tire shop or something like that. I'm talking about some guy doing it out of his house. But I've heard of the mobile mechanic.
Well, I mean,
but I'm
yeah.
thinking That's a north side problem.
Go during the day.
Yeah.
Go during the day then, because you can't be after 6 p.m. tonight.
Oh,
You can't be
somewhere
driving
on
without
Balcones Heights, up and down Fred Road.
Okay.
I'm gonna find my little shop where, hey, y'all got any workers? Hey, they got deported right down the street. Find me one of them spots and have that dude do the bulb for me. I
my
don't want to
gosh.
mess with that car. 2 reasons. It's an old luxury car.
I think you have a taker now.
I am not. I am not good with cars.
Yeah,
If it, I know how to change a tire. I know how to put oil in the thing. I know how to pump gas.
Right.
After that, if the car doesn't go, I'm done. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I need someone to do it for me. I'm not ashamed of that. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. Damn
Yes.
it, I'm half redneck, half Mexican. I went to public school. I'm a man.
And now-
I'm a man. I'm 48.
I'm 48.
But I'm not good with cars, and I'm not. And so I was being emasculated by my own people on Facebook and Twitter yesterday. Yeah, you can't fix your own light bulb. No, I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go pay some dude $20 to do it for me.
I tell my wife that I'm not the guy that fixes it. I'm the guy that pays the guy.
That's just right.
I'm the guy that brings him lemonade. That's what
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, yeah. Would you like a drink, sir?
Yes,
Women
sir.
do love it when their man fixes something in
No,
the
they
house.
do.
though. They love it.
They
Tim
do.
Allen used to say,
Yeah. So like when I go up
yes.
and do something in the apartment, like
Yeah.
I'll seal this or I'll fix that. Minor stuff. Because I'm not
Right.
a handyman.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna go in there and redo my plumbing.
Yep.
But I can I can paint, I can nail stuff, I can jimmy things together. I can get things in the mail and assemble toys and whatever. Women love that stuff.
I
Because
changed.
they all fantasize
my-
about that blue collar guy in the jeans.
Yeah, I changed. It's right. I
Don't want to
changed-
marry that guy because he ain't got no money.
Yeah,
But he can fix.
Still fantasize
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
man. Yeah.
I changed my toilet. We have a guest toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I changed that the whole toilet out. And
That's not fun.
And I changed it out. I YouTubed it, and then I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it still works now, and it's not moving. It's not crooked, and not only that, but I just lost one wrench, and that was it.
Oh, that's it. You lost
A
one.
little itty bitty one. If it fell in the dang hole, and
It's not
Dang,
coming back.
man.
but it's not. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't.
You lost it forever.
I lost it
Oh,
forever.
crap.
Yeah, it's somewhere
It's
down there.
sacrificed to the sewer gods.
This has
Yeah.
been an ongoing gag for years with my friends, listeners, people that know who I am, giving me crap about being hoity-toity,
yes.
which I'm not in my mind, but it's just some I am. Years ago, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade my toilet. I'm going to do it by installing a bidet.
Oh my god.
And I caught so much hell. Oh, okay. He finally does something that requires his hands, and it's to install his bidet.
Yes, Trevor.
But I did.
You
I
did?
installed it. Yes.
You've
I
used
ordered it in the mail. They sent me this gadget. It's a bidet.
I've seen that before.
And I figured
you
it
like
out.
it?
I hated it. I never used it.
No, I don't. I've never
no.
used. Have you, Cleto? Have you in your
No.
comedic travels? Have you ever used a bidet?
Never even seen
No,
it.
that's an exit ramp. I don't want nothing touching it, hitting
No.
it, breathing on
Yeah,
it.
you're
nothing.
right. No.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
something
I'm
else you have to
good.
clean later.
Yeah,
yeah, it gets
I
water
got a
everywhere.
shower. I got a shower. I'm good.
No, but also wipe properly. See, LG has a very hot sports opinion about this. He
Uh-oh, hot
thinks that
takes.
Americans are all dirty because we don't use bidets. Because when he goes to Europe or Asia, that's all there are.
They're all over the
you
place.
get your butt squirted everywhere you go over in Japan. And his
LG, how
LG's
long-
opinion is that the Asian man's ass is cleaner than the average American man's ass. Like I can't wipe properly.
Well, I mean, how often are you in Europe, LG?
Before the pandemic, like every other month.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
a traveler.
International
Quite the traveler.
man of mystery here.
Yeah.
He's
really?
Oh, he's an international, and not just Europe, Asia too. So I got to see the villas he would rent.
Wow.
I got to see the insanity he would
Living
go
large
through
and in charge,
overseas.
LG.
LG's a quiet badass.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
So he started a production company years ago. I don't know if it's a company, but it's called Finding a Way TV, where he and his buddies would go overseas and they'd go on these makeshift journeys to Spain or Bali or wherever, and they wouldn't really have much of a plan. They found a way. Finding
Oh,
a
my
Way
gosh.
TV. They would get there and kind of rough it. They get there with no plan and figure it out as they went. It was great.
kinda
I
like
love
this
that
show.
concept. I would like
Kind
to
of like
do it.
our life right now.
Oh yeah, there's no content. They just sit down and start shooting the shit. But that's what they would do when they go overseas. But one of the things I saw him do, other than ride motorcycles around Morocco, or stay in 5,000-foot square villas with your own personal pool,
like a
was
James Bond.
He was totally James Bond. He was like Boris Diaw over here.
Wow.
And what I would get stories of how it's so wonderful to use a bidet. And so I ordered a bidet to bring this all back to the original
Yes.
point. And I installed the thing myself, and I was proud of myself. I did something handy, but of course, I didn't get any credit with Thunderdome because it was a bidet.
Yeah, right.
Because that's got this hoity-toity reputation where in Asia, everybody has a bidet, even poor people. So whatever.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not that inclined. I should be more, but I'm 49. I'm not going to, at this point in my life, I'm not going to get more handy. This is
Exactly.
it, you know? Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Mike.
What I have found is when I do something handy at home, I'm Mr. YouTube, and then I'll try to figure it out. And I love it when the manual says it should take 10 minutes or 30 minutes.
So easy.
And
It's
2
all going to
days later,
snap together, no problem.
Right. And I do something, and then my wife sees it and loves it and is very complimentary, but then realizes, oh, well, let's just move on to the next. If you've painted this room, surely you can paint this other thing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you've installed a microwave, surely you can put in a dishwasher. Or you, and so she
So
and I
she
have an
ups it?
understanding that I get to a point where like I get home improvemented out, and I'm like, all right, let's take a 6-month break here or whatever. Like I need a timeout. I'm not
Right with you.
I don't want to install. I don't want to spend my Saturday install because we know that. But it's only going to take a few minutes. No, it never takes a few minutes.
No.
It never ever takes a
No.
few minutes. And then there's cuss words, and then I've got to go to Home Depot 3 times. and
Mother
it's-
of pearl.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then my mom, dad cussed, and I was like, oh.
Where's the dollar for the jar?
So anyway, that's
You know,
another.
it's funny you say it because it's like if I want a compliment somehow, some way from my wife, I gotta accomplish something, like whether it be cleaning my house, room, whatever, you know. But it's like if during quarantine, you know, we were getting on each other's nerves because we were stuck in that one house, you know, in that one room.
yes.
And when I heard, "Must you breathe toward me?" I knew it was time to get out of the room. I built a bird, like a bird. What do you call it now? Chicken coop.
a coop, chicken coop.
Chicken coop. I don't even have chickens. That's how bad I want to
Wait,
get out of the
what?
house. That's how bad I want to get out of the house.
Are you
'cause
planning on getting chickens later?
No. Well, yeah, because I was thinking when I saw the cost of eggs, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get some chickens. You better believe it. But it was like, you know, just you know, reading the what do you call it? The DIY shows, you know. Oh man.
Oh yeah, when you
Oh, they
see
make it- they make it look
Chip
so
Gaines
easy.
on Fixer Upper
This guy's a
out
liar.
there banging with his tool belt and everything and looking all cool and everything.
Yeah, and the work is amazing.
and it's all done in an hour
I'm
In
just
an
not
hour, yeah.
inclined. that
with
way.
commercials.
Not inclined. You know, and this not to get terribly deep with it, but it's like now it's like, shit, I got to make this broadcasting thing work. I had to make this. I don't have any skills.
That's-
If there's an apocalypse,
I didn't
I'm-
even think about that too.
I'm
right
out.
now. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
nobody
get
would
killed
hire
first.
me, so that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
like I'm kind of with you. Like this has to work.
this has to work.
yeah, I've
Kind of like
learned,
LG, find a way to make this work.
yeah, I've learned a lot about booze and alcohol lately because I work at a liquor store.
Not
now.
because you're an alcoholic, but
No,
because
no.
there's-
I've learned a lot about that business. I'm smart. I can learn a lot of things. I can learn anything. I can't do much.
Right.
That makes sense. These hands here, I'm athletic, but that is not going. That doesn't do anything for me.
second base or what was it?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not technically. I'm not mechanical. I'm not.
Speaking
I
of
can't put
Texas-
things together well.
Texas Cheer Liquor.
Yeah.
Do you drink during the Cowboy game?
Usually, yeah.
Bro,
Almost
that
every
was
time.
hilarious watching your last one because I was looking at your
Oh, the
face.
post game.
post-game.
I was s-faced.
Oh my god! I
This
was
the
laughing
Seattle
so
game.
hard. Yeah,
well,
the
see, we
Seattle
went to
game.
the Spurs game.
Yes, I remember.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Left at the half.
That's right,
We
Thursday
went
night.
because Nina's son did the national anthem
Yes.
with his choir team.
Right.
And so
That was
I'm like, maybe
hilarious.
we can go to the game, but I got a post game show. I have a sponsor, you know.
Yeah.
So we
Gotta
went
do it.
home. I had to finish the Cowboy game, so I had and the beers at the I hadn't been to a Spurs game in 3 years. I should tell that story tomorrow or today. Boy, the tall boys, they've gotten taller. They're like Wimby boys.
Wimby
That's-
boys.
They get away with charging that kind of money. They're going to give you a lot of beer. We had a great time. So I had basically 2 beers at the Spurs game. Got home right at halftime for Cowboys Seahawks, and then popped another 2. And so I don't. My tolerance isn't what it used to be. So 4 beers in one night for me.
Made
That's
for
what
great
you
TV.
got.
It
Thank
made
you.
for
2
great
Wembies.
I
And
was
then,
I was cross-faded, as they say. Yeah.
And that's a Thursday night.
that was Thursday night.
Oh yeah, Cowboy game, Clifton. I had
Did you boo at
responsibility.
the Did you boo at the Spurs game though? That's the question.
I didn't boo, no.
Yeah, okay.
But we were our seats were pretty good. We were lower bowl toward the top. You know where the media sits behind the basket
I
along the
sure,
table?
sure.
A few rows below
Nice,
that.
okay.
So I didn't do any booing.
All right.
God knows we didn't play any defense, and we wound up getting beat.
Yes.
But I had a good time. I had a massive hot dog, nachos, and the equivalent of 2 beers, and only spent $450 or whatever it was. And then got home for Cowboy game. Yes, thank you. Thank you
was
for
funny,
watching
bro.
that. Thank you.
I couldn't
Appreciate
get away
that.
from it. I couldn't.
We'll have another one Sunday night.
I can't wait.
I'm more inclined to be drunk when there's it's a night game.
Because the Cowboys play Sunday night, yeah. So
Yeah.
by the time
and it's the Eagles. So hey, these guys are terrible, man.
Fly Eagles fly.
Fly.
It's Cowboys suck. So that's no telling what's going to show up. Hey, man, it is what it is. I'm not going to not drink just because I have a show. It's my show, you know.
You're the boss.
Yeah. And my sponsor's cool with it. He thinks it's funny. So.
Have you ever done a comedy? And I'm not, you don't have to name names or anything. Have you ever done a comedy set with a little liquid courage?
Ooh, back in the day when I used to drink back in the day.
Or let me ask you this: when you drink now, I don't mean on stage, but like just when you drink now, are you more funny or are you like a funny drunk or a?
No, I can't drink when I'm on stage now. Now because I'll forget stuff. Now I forget. Well, I don't even have no drink. So I'm screwed then. You know. Someone asked me the other day, like when you drink, when you drink, are you even funnier? And I'm like, no, if I drink, I'm quiet. I'm chill. I'm quiet. You want to get me quiet? Just give me a drink. I'm just chilling. Mm-hmm. But Chatty Cathy sober, yeah. But man, just chill. And I just relax. No.
You did morning news forever.
I did.
You probably did. When's the last time you were drunk? Like for real? Like
Saturday? Was it Saturday?
Oh, here we go.
What's today?
Here we go.
Hey, you hanging out with the Ray Fails? You gotta
not
be
drunk Ernie here.
Yeah, no.
I
I mean that's a
Those
that's
guys
a good
drink,
question.
man.
No, but here's the thing: you have to understand. I've always been like super mindful of it, just having been on the air and everything.
Sure.
And so obviously I indulge, occasionally, but I've never in my entire adult life, even when I started drinking in my 20s or whatever, I've never liked that feeling of, oh, I gotta throw up or I'm gonna be sick. Like
yeah.
I can't stand that feeling.
I don't do that anymore.
And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'll have a drink, but I'm not looking to down.
No.
I'm not about throwing them down and all that kind of whatever. I'm just not interested because I know what that. And then obviously if somebody's rolling on a camera and then Anchorman's throwing up over there in the corner, I mean that's not that's not a good play.
No.
So yeah, I try to be very responsible.
The older
and aware.
you get, you kids will know this, but you kids will discover this as you get older. The older you get, the worse your hangovers become.
and then the
And
recovery
you've got
time.
to learn how to manage it. Yeah, it's 2 days.
It's
a full 2 days.
As you get older, you can't drink. Not only not the same, but
Right.
you can't drink. Like I don't know if this is any of you guys, but I tried. Someone gave me a tequila shot not too long ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Really? Oh, wow.
I thought my throat was gonna close up. I'm like,
Yeah, no, right.
what's going on here?
Well, and you do it, yeah, and it's painful. It's painful.
Yeah, it's
but-
like you gotta have a chaser or something, like
Whiskey
water.
is what kills me. I can
yeah.
drink tequila. I can
Yeah.
the clear stuff. I'm good.
See,
Tequila,
whiskey,
vodka,
I'm that way. I
Whiskey
can do it.
blitzes my. I can't. I get blasted and hung over.
many years ago, I had an incident with red wine, Nyosa, many years ago, and I think it still traumatized me to this day. It was a very ugly scene. It looked like multiple murders had been committed. I still owe someone a new bathroom set.
Oh.
I know. I still owe him a shower
Okay.
curtain and
Too much old Rio, huh?
Have you?
yeah, that was a
have-
crazy night.
Have do you know when let's say your spouse or Nina, if y'all have like do you know when they've had too much? Do you know what the
Yes.
cutoff line is? Because I can tell you
Absolutely.
mine is I there's a certain burp that I hear that I know it's coming. And I had my wife, we went to the Martini Ball one year and they didn't have food there. And so she hadn't eaten and she just got a little one too many. And next thing you know it, we're in the car and Roman was like, we were supposed to meet him in Margaritaville. And she goes, that
was it.
And I said, oh, no way. Not in the car. I just cleaned the car.
Oh,
and I
man.
told her right there around the corner from La Vita,
Check, please.
open the door and
Oh.
But it's so funny because that was the first time. But when I found out the first time that was the burp
That was it.
was when we came from a party and she was there and we next thing I know, she's in the restroom just all Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
Oh, no.
Why?
Mad at herself?
Mad at
Getting that
herself.
hammered?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. You know, and you want me to go get some Pepto-Bismol? Like you're trying to run to the dollar store at,
Yeah.
10 o'clock and you're like, oh, let me go get something. And she said, no, why? But it's that burp that lets me know.
Oh,
That's
man.
that's the universal.
I've
sign.
only seen
I hope she's
Nina.
not watching
I've
right
only
now. I really
seen
pray to God
I've
she's
only
not
seen
watching.
Nina drunk twice
Yeah.
in a year and almost 2 years. She's not a big drinker.
Yeah.
And she can hold it, by the way. If that little bitty woman can hold it, man. But I've seen her drunk twice, and she thankfully was super fun, super funny, really
Yeah.
spontaneous, because you know how freaking funny she is anyway.
Yeah. No, she already
Drunk
is.
Nina is hilarious.
Was
Next day,
this Hood Red Nina or was this a fraternity?
a little mix,
Little mix.
a little incarnate word mixed with a little Southside, for sure.
Reference to the Halloween costumes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't get too drunk that night
right.
on Halloween. But no, I've seen it twice, and she was really great. But then the next day, again, and she's younger than me. She's 42. But it's not worth that feeling the next day. It's awful. And then it takes 2 days to
That's the
recover.
thing.
So what's the point?
Yeah. No, that's the thing.
I drink less now than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
I drink every
Yeah,
day,
same
but
here.
in moderation. You know, it depends on the time of the year with me. Like I like white wine in the summer.
Yes.
I like red wine in the winter. I'll
Yes.
drink more whiskey in the winter and
Yeah.
more vodka in the summer. You know, that makes sense?
No, that makes total
the
sense.
darker, the colder, the
I get
lighter.
it.
I don't
the
drink
hotter.
it all anymore. I'm just a designated
Have you quit all the
driver.
way? When's the
Pretty
last time
much.
you had a drink?
Ooh. Not counting communion?
Yeah, that doesn't
No,
count.
never.
That's just a little nip. You good on that?
Mm,
Last time you had a full beer?
oh, man.
Years?
Years ago.
Wow, man.
Years ago. Yeah, it's like after a while, I just didn't.
Like for health
Maybe.
reasons or just a personal choice?
It was more health reasons.
Yeah.
Mm.
The doctor kind of got on me a little bit. Not that, I was really always drinking and stuff, but
Right.
I just, if I wanted to, give me the whole speech, if you want to go ahead and live this long and you want to be able to do
Yeah.
this, and you got to cut this out. And it was either that or food. And I said, well, I ain't cutting food out.
I don't remember
So,
you doing
yeah, no.
Where's Klepto segments drunk or anything.
No,
so.
I never did. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
but again, my wife, she'll go have a glass of wine at dinner, and that's our date night,
Right.
when we go out and just kind of just have a glass of wine, and that's it, really. I'm over here with my tea, and let's go, let's
Designated
party
driver.
hardy.
I've become a professional partier. Of course, my family background, of course, and it's me, but I've gotten better at not letting myself be hungover the next day because I mix in water. And and without fail, I pop 4 ibuprofens when I go to bed.
There you
Oh.
go.
That's my elixir. And I drink stronger booze, but less of it.
Less.
Doc Garrett over at Arasti, my longtime health mentor.
Yes.
Jason Garrett, who is big boss man at Arasti Rehab Centers, the most fit man in this town. He told me, drink 2 strong beers, and then you're done. You know what I mean? Why drink 11 Coors Lights
Right.
when you can drink 2 hearty-ass German craft beers and
Yeah.
you get the buzz, but you're done.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, you don't consume 4,900 calories.
And then yes.
Yeah, and then of course mix in the water, pop the pills. The things that get me are the shots too. I can
Yeah.
drink beer all night.
Yeah.
I can drink vodka. I can't drink a lot of wine. I get S-faced. Whiskey, can't do it. Only in moderation. But I've learned to mix in that water.
Oh,
Mix in them pills, the ibuprofen.
UTSA tailgating. Have you?
Yeah.
But now that's
Okay.
That's an experience.
Here's
with
another. Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off. So
No,
that,
no.
that brought up, the thing also I've done strategically is I do more day drinking now. You get drunk at 2:00 on before a UTSA game
Yeah.
out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You're drunk, you're buzzing, you're having a good time, but it wears off by bedtime.
yeah.
And you still get to bed on time, and you wake up not effed up because you day drank.
So you're very strategic.
I've seen Nina drunk twice, but once was during the day.
Right.
But we go home and we pass out at 6:00,
Yeah.
wake up at 9, and we're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah. Day drinking. More fun. Pool parties, football games.
UTSA tailgating again. I highly recommend it if you.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know if you
You
caught
guys
to
go
it
every
or not.
week, right?
We go as often as we can. With a senior in high school, this fall was a little more difficult because we had some conflicts and some scheduling thing. But the tie-in is because the people over there are so amazing and so generous and so giving and everything. They will literally put Fireball shot, tequila
yeah.
shot,
Oh, yeah.
Dos Equis,
Sure.
White Claw, Texas
Well,
Twisted Tea.
see, now you're mixing up the booze. And you
and
can't be doing
that's
that.
where you get
You can't do that.
go bird, birds up.
Give me a tequila with a beer and a glass of red wine and a pickle. Yeah. That's
And a Chinese candy.
yeah, you're asking for trouble with chamoy on the candy.
With chamoy, oh
now
my
you're-
gosh.
Now you're yeah.
Oh, let's remind everybody, by the way, this is a 3 Cents podcast. We have a
Yes,
number
sir.
of people that are on here, and thank you so much for watching a 3 Cents podcast presented by Integrity Roofing and Siding. And we are making plans, by the way, to have Ronnie and Stephanie Suarez, whose company it is, for 3+ decades, Integrity here, hopefully in this place next week, because we owe them a conversation. They have an amazing story, and obviously they've been so generous with us in supporting our show. So we're going to do right by them, hopefully next week. That
Yeah,
is
and
the
I'm
plan.
Are we
proud-
done? Are we done already?
What's
No,
that?
Are we done already?
With the show?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
We're
We're rolling.
I was just.
I'm proud
Oh.
to. I'm proud to.
Let me know before, because I got something. I got a gift.
Oh yeah, no, we still got a few
On the
minutes.
air or
all
off?
right,
Okay, yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Oh,
On
you got-
air?
Oh, he
Yeah,
didn't buy
it's
me
on
nothing
there.
for Christmas. Oh.
Do you need to step away for a minute?
Yeah, real quick.
Oh,
Go
do
get
your
it.
thing. No, do
well,
your
look,
thing.
that buys me time to say
Yes,
I'm
go ahead.
proud to be showing. Like, I'm trying to please Ronnie right now because
Yes.
he's my best buddy.
Yes.
I'm so proud to be bringing them over here to where we're doing the show now.
Yes.
Mi Familia was great.
Yes.
But this is such a cool professional scene here at Chatterbox.
Yes.
The home, the official studio of the 3 Cents podcast.
Oh,
My boys at Chatterbox hooked this up with this.
Look, speaking of
And I
hookups.
highly appreciate that. Thank you to Chatterbox. Chatterbox Studio on all the social
Thank
medias.
you.
If you're a podcaster, you want to do your own podcast, this is not some place only professionals can go to.
Yeah, they let us in.
Anybody can sign up.
We're here.
That's right. And get studio time here and do a podcast right here. It's a great place. It made LG's life easier,
Look at
too.
it right on cue. He's
Because
got
LG technically doesn't have to worry about all the crap he has to worry about usually with me.
Right.
Because this place, most of it's ready-made and ready to go. What's
Yeah.
this, dude?
Speaking of
thank you.
drinks.
Oh, thank you, dude. That's cool.
So yes,
Thanks,
like
man.
you
Oh,
know,
I got my name.
I tell you, it's
Look
the
at that.
gotta give a
Oh.
shout out to Alamo
I'm gonna get.
Tees.
I'm gonna get shit faced Sunday night for the Cowboy game with this koozie, and
That's it right
probably
there.
in this
Represent, represent.
Shoot.
And I also got the T-shirts in,
Thanks, man.
which, by the way, we'll probably be giving those out when we whoever donates to our kettle.
So we're gonna be out very soon. We're after we're done here today, we're going to finalize the date and time on that, because I know typically we go to La Cantera on the Saturdays in December, and you can ring the bell out there. And there's a shout out to Alamo Tees and advertising for,
There you
for the
go.
swag
Look
and
at
everything.
that.
Give them some love. But and thank you, Klepto. But so talking about going to La Cantera soon, and we'll update you on our social media and let you know when that's going to happen, because Salvation Army, as you know, is important to all of us. And then we're efforting a second location, hopefully, to be out. But we'll let you know as soon as we can on social. Raise as much money for Salvation Army.
yes, sir. I'm thinking about going out to La Cantera Saturday,
Yeah, this coming
but
Saturday.
if we lock down something else before then,
Yeah, I'll let you
let me know.
We'll
I'm
figure it
in.
out. We'll figure it out. But
I took the kettle with me to the beer joint, to the liquor store on Saturday,
yeah.
and I didn't count it. We probably got $300-400 in
Oh,
there.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did. They just it has a lock on it, so I wasn't able to look in there.
Okay,
But
okay.
just naked eye, people putting money in. We
That's
had a
awesome.
couple $300 in there.
That's
to
awesome.
add to the total, which is good. So we should be up over $500.
Yeah, no, I got a little bit at the Lobster Festival
Okay.
when I was
good.
there. I got a little
All right,
bit of
good.
so
Now,
I
we go out and stand in front of these Walmarts somewhere. We're gonna get that gold.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this to my grandmother's bingo hall, and I'm gonna go ahead and
yes,
get
sir.
the ladies to see how stingy they are.
There it is.
And they can donate $1.
No, as soon as somebody wins, you just walk over
That's
with
right. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
bingo. Yeah, ring the bell. Oh, super cool. Okay. So
Yeah, so yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'll have
That's
the
awesome,
T-shirt probably by
Very sweet.
our next
Very
show.
sweet.
I'll probably wear that during that time. The T-shirts that came out, they look really nice. They pop really cool.
I've been needing one of these too because I've got a little tiny one,
Yeah.
probably made for booze. I'm not an alcoholic.
No,
I
but
don't
what's
have
in-
one this size now. I do. Thank you, man.
What's interesting is I have a Stanley mug that I drink like 98% of the time when I drink tea or soda or water
Yeah.
or whatever. I drink out of that. Like it's almost like a baby bottle. I carry it with me. It's in my car right now.
I got one at PJ's,
Yeah.
It's like this big thermos looking thing, and it's about this. I fill that sucker with tea, and I watch football all day, and I don't have to refill that thing. I'm like, I'm at home. I'm in heaven right there with that thing.
But getting back to our previous conversation earlier, when I switch up the cup at home, we have a smaller, like a little one, this size, what is this, 20 ounce or something like this, a Yeti or whatever.
Yeah.
This is when my kids know that Dad's got the adult juice.
Oh.
That's the problem. Is they know when the ball game's on.
Adult juice.
You know, for 20 years I couldn't stay up and watch Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football
Sure.
or
Making
the
up for
Spurs
lost
game.
time, man.
Right. So what was it, Thursday night when the Spurs and the Cowboys were on?
Yeah.
Like,
Sunday night.
Dad, put some clothes on.
But so that's I have to be a little bit more discreet. But thank you. I have another option now. So.
There you go.
How's your tolerance level after not drinking probably during the week for all those years? Now
Well,
that you're
again, I'm not going crazy or anything.
right,
I mean,
but
it's
do you?
just-
But I mean, I'm saying, but no, my tolerance
Yeah.
level's like 4.
yeah.
I'm painting myself as a drunk here.
No,
but-
you're right.
No, I don't drink
It's-
that
No,
much.
just
I
a little
can't.
sippy sip here.
Can't
Just
drink that
you know,
much.
maybe top it off at halftime or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you know because inevitably something's going to happen. Somebody needs help with homework or whatever.
Sure.
This and you know this.
Buzz
life.
killing kids. Time to
Somebody-
take the dog out. Oh, great.
the
There
dog's
goes
got
my
to go
buzz.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's laundry. Can you put the towels in the dryer? Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's all good. It's all good. But like you said, making up for lost time. So if the Spurs could just win, that'd be nice. I mean,
Yeah.
they could win a game.
Oh, don't even go down that road.
That's- oh, look
They're
at the time,
They're
yeah.
so bad.
Yeah. But
Not good. Yeah.
The youngins.
There was an article in the paper today. Wembanyama is an avid reader, as are several of the guys on the team. Greg Popovich likes to encourage the players to read a lot of books. How about play a lot of defense? I don't give a damn what y'all read.
a book on defense?
How
I don't
about-
give
how about-
no shit. How about read
Yeah.
on? Oh my God, I'm gonna steal that. I'm stealing that.
Take it.
I'm
Mike,
stealing that.
How about you
Take
read
it.
the score?
Yeah. How about get out of the renaissance of the great literatures and get your ass to read some defense 101. God dang. They're bad. I don't want to hear how smart and cerebral they are. Yes, out there and play some defense, man. Or get some damn Americans on this team. Ooh,
Oh, my goodness.
relying too much on these foreigners.
Oh,
Damn
gosh.
foreigners. I'm mad at the Spurs. It's fine. It's because I love them. That's
Yes.
why I'm mad.
Yes.
I don't get mad at my neighbor's kids.
It's
I get
tough
mad
love.
at my own kids.
It's tough love.
right. I'm disciplined.
Yeah.
My own kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I went off on the coach enough last week. I'll leave the Spurs alone
No,
now.
that's fair enough.
They'll be
You did go off on them pretty good.
You know,
Right?
You weren't the only one, though.
Yeah,
you weren't the only one that
one.
went off on him. So.
'cause he was wrong.
Yep.
So. And I still haven't heard anybody, like say,
There's nothing. There is no defense for that.
right.
Trying not to go down that road.
They were
No, I
talking.
know.
It was funny. It was
there
funny.
just was no defense.
I heard the other day on
I
the,
see what you did there, pun intended.
I heard the other day on the sports channel they were talking about that they go, how's it going to work with Harden and the Clippers? Is that the three guys need the ball, and it's Harden, it's Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. And I was thinking, well, what about Kawhi doesn't need the ball. We just need him there.
Right.
We just need him there at the game. It's like, yeah, and we feel you, my friend.
Yes.
We feel you.
In a uniform playing, that would be ideal.
They've not won a game since when they won?
Did he
the two
play when
games
you
in
went to go
Phoenix?
see him the other day? Did he play?
Who?
Wemby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
played. Yeah, he didn't play the next night.
Oh, okay.
They beat Phoenix twice.
I
and
remember
not
those
won
two
since.
thrilling
When the hell
games in
was that?
Phoenix. I'd have to look it up.
That was over a month ago.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's insane.
I was
They're
just gonna
worse than last year.
type in Spurs last win.
All their defensive statistics, they're worse than last year with Wemby. And I'm just kidding about Wemby. I love the kid. He's out there balling every night, and no one else is doing crap.
Yeah, no, well, they were
Not
talking about
consistently.
the projected win totals and everything, and like Vegas, where Vegas had them and everything, and what they're on pace to do right now. And I mean,
You know, worst defense ever.
like
They're on pace to win like 18 games.
Jeez.
They're going to have the number one pick again the way they're going. This is not the plan.
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't buy in. It's just some people talk conspiracy that there's a tank.
Not this year.
You don't. No, I don't believe that either. But I'm just wondering because I hear that chatter.
Although we're getting to the point now where they might as well go ahead and start tanking.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point? They're not going to get any better. Not on defense. This thing's not going to improve at all.
November
on
2nd
defense.
was the Suns game. The November
Wow.
2nd.
It's been a month.
More than a month.
More than a month. That's
Just trying to see.
outrageous.
And if not for that, because was it the Detroit Pistons who went winless in the month of November? I think there was one NBA team that went winless, and if not for that win, because the previous win was Halloween night, so they won one game in the month of November.
There's some horrible teams in the NBA, and we are certainly one of them.
Yeah.
You know,
that was a depressing ender.
We're talking,
say something funny, Clefto. Go, be funny, dance monkey.
It's funny, yeah. It's funny because we're talking about the Salvation Army and the kettle. I went by the kettle just to go pick up some windshield wipers, and because handyman, mechanic, whatever.
Oh, did you do it yourself?
I was going to, but let me tell you, I was going to, except I wasn't gonna post that. Yeah. So I wind up, I'm gonna go get windshield wipers, and then I tell Brad, and he's there with Thunder Rosa and Nard from what's that Billy Madison show?
Oh yeah.
And I go, okay, well, I go, man, we were just talking about you. So I go, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some stuff, and I'll come in and I'll put in your kettle. And then and then I get this. I get my windshield wipers. I'm trying to read, which ones do I need and all this stuff. And then I'm finally, my sugar's going low, and I'm like, my sensor's going off. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh man, I forgot my wallet.
Oh no!
Oh
man,
snap!
I forgot my wallet, and I was like, Thunder Rosa. I go, hey, I'm sorry.
You live almost in Mexico. You can't just
go home
I couldn't
and
go
back because this was at De Zavala, and I had to go all the way to Floresville to get my wallet. So I was like, I couldn't even. I said, man, I'm sorry. I can't put in your. Hey, do y'all take Cash App or whatever?
Yeah.
I'll Cash App, so I'll get the little code and that thing. But then again, I don't know what. Just getting the code. The QR code or the scan. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, how do you do this?
I can do that.
Well, no, I know now.
Yeah.
I know now. They showed me. They're like, okay, you put your picture over there. But it's, oh man, I was so embarrassed. I was like, golly. And I told my wife, well, I got out of put into the red kettle. I got to go.
And our kettle also has a QR code, just to say.
We need to post that on social. It's another great reminder. So we'll be out soon. We will let you know when we're out once again. Ring the unmistakable
remember
sound.
your wallet, please.
And remember your wallet, please. Or know somebody that has a wallet.
What's in your wallet? I can tell you it ain't my QR code.
Well, so stay tuned to our social media. We'll let you know when that happens. But that is all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. All good things must come to an end.
Will the Spurs have won a game next time we do a show?
That could be a drinking game. We'll see. We'll see. But until then, for Clefto Rodriguez and Mike Taylor, LG right here, I'm Ernie Zuniga. This has been the 3 Cents Podcast presented by Integrity Roofing and Siding. Be safe.
Bye, guys.
$3 Cents Podcast is brought to you by Integrity Roofing and Siding.